Hey everyone, Brandon here, OIES Outsider Information. Happy Tuesday. Let's talk Gen Z because that one always perks up the senses. They get labeled a lot of things, but in this case, they get labeled as the worst generation to work with. And while I have definitely thrown my fair share of criticism at Gen Z, mostly by way of Gen X, I think that's an unfair label, and we are going to talk about why. For a second, think about yourself. And I'm going to throw myself into this. 13 was when I was first getting paid to do work. By the time I was 18 and I was working in a more structured environment, I had had 5 years to build habits, gain some experience, even if it didn't apply specifically, and just understand the concept of what work is. Now, if we bring it back to modern time, what's Gen Z's problem? It's that many of them are getting their first jobs in organized, structured environments at 18, 19, 20, sometimes 21. They had no way to build those skills because those opportunities no longer exist. So suddenly now you've got companies hiring people who have no experience, complaining that they don't have any experience. See the problem? Because I sure do. Now, how do we fix it? First thing would be provide opportunities for people to get experience when they're younger. Now, I'm not advocating to pay people less. I'm not advocating to pay people under the table. But if you've got a smaller operation, you can maybe create some of those opportunities. Do it. Do you have a shop that needs cleanup at the end of the day? You can definitely pay somebody for that. Do you have social media accounts that you want somebody to run? You can definitely pay somebody for that. Help people get the experience they need so that it is not a culture shock when they find themselves in a structured environment. On the company side, what can they do? Well, two things. You can either acknowledge the reality that you're hiring very new people and that you are going to have to put a lot of effort in to train and develop, or you can just pay more and hire people with more experience and stop complaining that you're not getting what you think you should be getting out of somebody. One of those two things. Either way, it's broken, it's a mess, but it's not something that can't be undone if people actually thought a little bit creatively on how they were going to get people in positions to be successful. And that's really it, basic human development. So, as always, nothing I say here is going to save the world. But I actually really do think that this would make it a little less worse if we were putting a little bit more thought in who we were and how we were hiring. So do what you wish with it. As always, if anything resonates, give a like, subscribe, and engage. We will see you next time.